they never disappoint. But we're getting kicked off on the Skid Row back in the lobby here. LAG gonna be the first ones in the hill, but you can see those dingoes are keen to try and take this P2. But oh, they are able to beam season. That's big.
Yeah, man, this is almost like the same breakup that we saw in the last hard point, and it's always starting off the same. LAG is just getting this initial time. They're getting control of that P2 building, trying to hold those spawns. There was a close spawn by player 3 running through the tunnel, but Season, he finds him. Wait, it was that Waze he was, I can't, Busy, that's Busy with a nice kill on the hill. Sydney Dingoes are gonna probably get the rest of this scrap time. This rotation is on. Player 1, he's the first one up, but that car explosion takes him out. But those close spawns are in for the Sydney Dingoes, but it doesn't matter because that gunny is hot for LAG.
Yeah, they gotta try to come through the tunnel here, and when you got hot gunny on the other side of that tunnel, that is not what you want to see. So back to the drawing board here for that ticket push, and this is just a tight setup here from LAG. I mean, they have every angle picked up. They've got the player pinching out garage, going through the ticket side. They're getting so much information and so many kills here, but Vizzy is able to get a big one, but the quick trade from Season is going to ice that out. And 30 seconds on the board here, and Sydney Dingoes has not been able to even sniff this hard point.
They haven't even got close to it. Every time they do, a big 3 wipe goes in for LAG. Now the rotation is in and Beaky is here. I just didn't even realize that Beaky is on this team, and Beaky's going crazy, but Seal gets that trade. There's 2 big kills right there for the Sydney Dingoes. This rotation battle is on. They gotta find player 7. They do. Can Busy turn around? He does turn around and make the read. So this could be the start of a Sydney Dingoes comeback.
Yes, it can. They've got every player just playing so close around the hill, and they're finding all of these kills. Exo Ghost has got to go big on this player back laundry, and maybe you'd like to see him push out as well here, but he's going to be able to back that player down and finds the kill here. You just have an entirely orange kill feed now. There was finally one from the side of LAG here, but I mean, this is a full 60 for Sydney Dingoes. LAG's giving this up.
Yeah, I mean, they had to, man. They started off, they were getting all the kills. Now the kill just turned in the favor for Sydney Dingoes. But this barbershop hill can stop the bleeding, but they gotta find Busy in this back line as he finds a 2-piece. This hill can be broken in by the Sydney Dingoes. It took 3 hills for Sydney Dingoes to warm up those gunnies, but those gunnies are nice and warm. They got full control of the barbershop. Here comes the onslaught from LAG.
Yeah, Carly is in a big position here to try and stay alive on God's stairs, but Season is going to be able to get the drop on her, which takes her off the map, and that is a 3 down for the Sydney Dingoes here. LAG stepping into the hill, and they do force a spawn out as well from the Dingoes, so you have a decision to make. You know, do we hang out, hold this side, or do we try to push the hill? And it looks like they go for a 2-2, and you know, unfortunately, the 2 pushing the hill were immediately chopped down from LAG. So over towards P5 now. You do have Seal and crew able to combine for that 1 kill towards P2 side. So they do have it well, but you got to deal with the player in the bottom garage, and Carly's able to do just that, Goon. I mean, this is looking decent for the Dingoes.
Yeah, I mean, they're rotating. They're starting to get the kills in the river. Here comes the cruise missile. It does connect on the Vizzy, and there is LAG on into this hill with the cruise missile, but it does not hold off for them as the kills are pinstripe in the kill feed. Exo Ghost, he is going to take his time on this hill. He finds Season trying to creep in. His teammates find kills around the hill, and LAG now forced back to the spawns, trying to figure out, have another decision to make. Should we hit this old hill, or should we rotate to new? Old is the play that they're going to make. 20 seconds to go on this hill. Are they going to get the break? There's 2 kills. Carly is the last one up. Ghost is the last one. Curly and Ghost last 2 up. They clean up LAG. Should force a P1 rotation.
And you already have Vizzy set up because of that play call there. You know, opting to hit the old hill, just gives a little bit more time for those orange arrows to rotate as well. But with the close spawn, they're able to lock it down, and they're going to go ahead and maybe eclipse this lead here before any of these orange arrows can get close to the map. You do have Vizzy able to get one on the opener, and Season gets terrible timing and gets picked up. That's 2 down now for LAG, and you do have the re-break trying to come through, but Carly is good for 1 and have to play their life here. Finds a big one that's going to loosen that just a little bit more here, but the rest of her team is rotated on to that P2 side, and it's looking like they're just going to hold it.
Yeah, man, I mean, if they're going to give up 30 seconds on P1, they're going to have a big P2 hold, but they got to watch out for player 6 trying to make his way through the back ticket booth side. He's just doing a great job of playing his life, not going down, making it hard for these Sydney Dingoes, but his other teammates for Sydney Dingoes are there to get the kills right now around the hill, not letting this rotation for LAG happen. 134, 160 score line as P2 jumps off. All LAG pushing through the tunnel. They get a big 2 down. Now it's up to Seal. It's going to be up. There's nobody on the hill no more, so LAG has made the break that they needed. Now Sydney Dingoes are going to force to try to break into this hill.
That's a little rough there from the Dingoes. EXO gets met with 3 guns from LAG through the tunnel, and he just didn't have any more help than he had the one player in garage making it work over there, and that just resulted in a very quick break for LAG. So they got a lot of time off this hill, probably the rest of the time as well. That's going to put them up around 200, and we're going to need to see another full 60 here, but Vizzy's looking hot, and you got Seal clutching for 1 as well onto the hill. The quick trade there for Season, but the laundry spawns are in for the Sydney Dingoes, so we may be looking at repeat history here as they continue to find these kills.
Yeah, man, this is what they do, man. It's like deja vu. We're seeing it all over again. It's going to be up this Season to try to hold the line, but he has to watch out for Vizzy. Big hold right now for the Sydney Dingoes that they're getting the first 15-20 seconds of this hill. All of LAG are coming through this middle from this P1 side, but Sydney Dingoes, the call-outs are in. The gunny is there, and they are just winning every battle that they need to win. Big battle coming through from the back. All of LAG are trying to push it through the back of the Seal. It's going to be up to Seal trying to hold this trash can heady, but she gets taken down. Ghost in this little crazy corner. Can he get 1? He doesn't even need to because Vizzy is there for the 2-piece. The rotation now is on for LAG. Rotation is on for both teams. Sydney Dingoes need to win this rotation.
Oh, they really do. Carly gets picked up, and Vizzy gets picked up as well off God Stairs, and Scrawny finds that player in Seal on the back side, and that is an LAG early roto in the bag. Exo Ghost may be able to slow some of these players down here, but the failed movement's going to make it a little awkward. Going to have to maybe go back to the drawing board and try to rotate with your team here. So you do have Vizzy making some noise towards the backside. It's a good door slam. Attracts some of those players, but doesn't find the kill or the damage. And Goon, they can win it here.
Yeah, man, they're trying to win it right here in the barbershop. Anybody getting lined up, they're taking all fades, and that is what's going down here. Exo Ghost, he is the first man up. He finds 1. He sneaks into the He finds a second. Can he find a 3rd? He cannot, but Seal is there for the trade. There is the break for for Sydney Dingoes. The rotation is that first player was trying to rotate in player 6 who is C. Player 1 who is C. Player 4 is Carly. But this rotation LAG knows is big, so they have sent all their players there. They're going to try to win it here in the junkyard. The new hill's popped off. Vizzy is in with the cruise missile. It does not hit no player on hill. And LAG, they're 9 seconds away from winning this hill. Not a Sydney Dingo in sight. Exo Ghost, he is trying to run, but he gets founded out quick. And LAG will take the opening hard point.
Wow, they ice it out at the end. You know, it was looking like Sydney Dingoes were in control of it during the middle of that hard point there, but LAG clutching up, staying ahead of the rotation.
Ladies and gentlemen, here into this Rio Search and Destroy. LAG versus Sydney Dingoes. Exo Go gets the first blood. CO gets the second. And this is starting off good for the Sydney Dingoes, but Biggie does trade it off. Biggie's by himself. He gets traded out quick. And before I can even get the intro out, Sydney Dingoes take the opening round, search and destroy. It's Top Life Goon with T-Mark. Are you ready for this action?
Oh, I'm very ready for this action here, and it is off to a hot start here in Rio. It's kind of what we expect, no trophies on either side, so each team is just like, well, let's just go dodge nades and then throw nades at them and B and C, see what happens. And Sydney Dingoes come out on top, so now they have the advantage here going into their own defensive round. Could be an opportunity for them to go up 2-0 here.
Yeah, we can see that LAG are pushing this bomb towards this A site. It's not a site that I've seen a lot of teams do right out the rip, but they're doing a fast A plan. Busy does get the first blood on to Screech or whatever it is. There is 2 more kills that go, 3 kills go in the favor of Sydney Dingoes. There is a defuse in place. And first 2 rounds, Sydney Dingoes, they're looking real good on this Rio Search and Destroy.
Looking real good indeed. I mean, they clutched that round up as well. You had Seal and EXO finding those opening kills there, and EXO just had a good read over on that box side, was able to stay alive and find one there. And now we got a little weird.
We are here. Sydney Dingoes will start off 2-0 at the restart. They are going to be on the offensive side. Carly will be that designated bomb carrier for the Sydney Dingoes. Biggie putting shots down this, I guess that would be called B Street. And there is the first 2 kills going in the way of the Sydney Dingoes. Seal gets that first one. Busy gets another one. Now it just leaves Vicky in another 1v situation.
Oh, and just can't even find the first kill there. Sydney Dingoes have not stopped swinging even after the reset. And once again, Seal and EXO find the first 2 kills of the round, and they just collapse from there towards that B side. And LAG didn't have any trophies before the reset, and they definitely don't have trophies now because they died very quick there. So you have a little repeat of what we saw earlier, where Sydney Dingoes are on defense. They have control of the slaying here, and they may be able to put on another 2 rounds super fast.
Yeah, we got these LAG players now taking a different approach to this offensive round as they're going for this B side, trying to get in control, taking over this catwalk. But Vizzy and Carly are there to play spoiler as they get the first kill. But Season ties it back up. Beaky gets another kill on the Ghost, and now it is CO in a 1v2 situation versus Season and Beaky. Bomb is down by that B side. LAG, they just now picked it up. They're probably going to go for this B plant. Can CO make the play?
Got to check the corners here. He does find the planter right away. He's able to get away with his life as well, taking the long route. I like this here. You can see Beaky. We got a little awkward engagement around the bridge, and Beaky is able to find it. So LAG on the board, 3-1 after this reset here, and they finally you shake it off. You're on the board now. You can take a deep breath a little bit, and now you can get to work.
They got a little crazy right there. The both jump up from both sides onto the catwalk was a play, man. It was a play by both teams. I didn't know which team was going to make it. It was, I guess, whatever player got up there first or got the timing. But that's a great round by LAG to stop some of this momentum that Sydney Dingoes was starting to carry. Sydney Dingoes on this offensive side, like they're going to put all their resources towards this A side. There are 2 players for LAG to defend off these early attackers, and the smokes are down. So this probably allows Season to get up the place. Bomb like it's going down onto this A side. No, it just got stopped. Carly, it was that Season. That was Season. No, that was Strogy or Scrooge. I can't even see that. It's Scrooge with a big 2-piece EXO Ghost last one alive. They know exactly where it's at. The push is in. LAG, big round.
Oh, I mean, what an offense there for LAG to be able to they're on defense, my bad. To be able to just kind of snap down around that site. You had the one player able to get information, and then from there, everybody wraps around and it was really came down to Season kind of being able to work that enemy smoke against them, crawls, through the garage and is able to find the player on plat and, also forces the bomb planter to stop planning and kind of run around, just makes it a little chaotic. Now LAG tie it, or they don't tie it yet. It's now 3-2. You got to remember they got that 2-0 here.
Yeah, man. CO's trying to push up to this B side. He just barely got away with his life. Can he get the first blood? They're pushing him. They know he's right here. Caesar gets the first blood. Oh, he almost got the second, but Ghost is there for the trade. Kills do light up for LAG. Is now it's a 3-2 advantage for the LAG players. Vizzy's getting aggressive. Can he find that player behind him? No, he cannot. Beaky is in a sneaky spot, and he finds one. Ghost's position is being read just like a book. LAG. Now they tie the series 3-3. I mean, tie the map 3-3.
There we go. LAG shifting gears here, not letting things get too out of hand and starting to control some momentum. And I like what I'm seeing out of them. They got some nice setups here, especially on these offenses, working towards that A side and trying to work their smokes and their attacks well, and it's paying off for them. And you got Beaky on a 4 streak and Screegs on a 3. So we may be able to see a cruise missile come in. It's not super influential on this map, but you can deny that A side of the map for sure.
Yeah, we got a slower round for the Sydney Dingoes as they're taking their time trying to control this B site as they're moving up. These Eskies Screech. You guys get the first blood, but there is a trade by Carly. Can she get the other one? No, there is Scrawny right there, and Beaky follows it up with another Ghost. Last one alive. He gets taken down. Now these rounds are starting to speed up. Just teamwork.
Yeah, that one took all of 30 seconds there as Season and Gang were able to find all those kills early. Now they've got the lead back. They're 4-3 now. This is a big situation. We may see the shakiest lead in COD, or hell, we may even see a tie match here. But Beaky was able to hold on to that streak. He's still on a 5er. The cruise missile still in the cards here. But they're on offense, so they're going to have to maybe try to make something work. And they're hitting that bread and butter goon right to that A side.
Yeah, man. Not, bro. You're not fixing it. I don't even think Busy seeing these players cross, but he does win the battle. And as EXO goes to follow it up with the second kill, but Screech trades him out. Carly with some good time and takes out Screech, and Ken Beaky is there. Beaky is there for the trade, but he is the last man alive. Position is known. They know he's in the back of his A street. He is pushing all the way around. These players from Sydney Dingoes, they're being disciplined. They're not moving. They're trying to sit together, but now we finally just seen them move together. Vicky's going for the longest route all the way around. Seeing if he could just find these two players, take him out the map before he even has to worry about trying to get this bomb plant. So he may have just found him. Two of them lined up on the stairs. He finds one, but he cannot find the second. Sydney Dingoes takes the round.
Oh, and man, it looks like Beaky got the timing of a lifetime there. And Busy just able to ice out those shots. That's good work out of the kid to not give up that 1v2. That would have felt real bad giving up match point in that way. But instead, he let the let's goes ring out. It's now 4-4, and it may as well be round 0, other than the fact that Beaky has a cruise missile.
Yeah, man, that cruise in the back pocket is going to be almighty for LAG. They decide to use it here. They decide to use it on that round, on the final round. But Scrawny with the first blood onto Vizzy, catching these players, rotating to this A site. Now you see all these LAG players, arrows starting to attack this B site. There was a rotation for Screech. He got killed on the rotation over to this B site. Exo Ghost now, Exo Ghost is still up, but Vizzy now is, or Carly is down. So it's a 3v2 advantage for LAG. This bomb is down over by that A site, and Sydney Dingoes, they have picked the bomb up. Let's see if they rotate back to this B site. They're gonna have to watch out for Season.
If they can find Season here, it may be open. Season, for lack of a better return, but Season does get the one. Exo Ghost able to find him, but now they have the information, and he is perfectly pinched here. He's going to have to deal with this player. Boxes first, and does it find the kill. LAG are going to put match point at 5-4.
Man, this is this is a great search and destroy, man. If you are LAG, if you are Sydney Dingoes, you had them before the restart, but now you gotta try to stop this. They're on match point. They can win it. You guys just need 2 rounds if you are Sydney Dingoes. So these are must wins for Sydney Dingoes. But LAG, can they close it out here, teamwork?
They're on the attacking side, so technically a little harder in most search and destroy cases, but they look really good here towards this A side. And I mean, they are coming down fast. This is an ego chow onto the site. Exo Ghost is going to be here towards the boxes, and he opts to get active towards that. He goes to maybe just shoot the bomb planter, but nobody's home. Beaky invests the cruise missile, and there's a couple purple kills on the board, and LAG ice it out. I mean, that's as quick as it can get. The offense works out in their favor, and they take the map.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great map by these LAG players. They get the kills. They isolate the players. They got the kills. They back, ladies and gentlemen. Sydney Dingoes, LAG in his Karachi control. LAG is looking to end it here, but Sydney Dingoes, they said the reverse sweep can be on the card, but it cannot be on the card. They start off with a big 2 down for LAG as they're defending both of these sites. Can Sydney Dingoes try to get this to one of these sites, looking like they're going to favor this A site as they got 2 players running through that little mid area. They got control of the site. Now they got a 2 stack on it. One more player, we can say our favorite quote, and that's word to gems. They need to stack this one.
And they're trying to do just that. Scrawny dives in to maybe contest, but he gets picked up right away as the trades ring out. It is LAG coming out on top, but Carly is able to deal a lot of damage. Isn't able to find Season though, so back to the drawing board for the Sydney Dingoes, and it's getting into crunch time now. They're under a minute, and they've only got 2 ticks towards that A side. They need to get a cap here, or else they may get put in a weird situation. As Exo Ghost gets traded out, I mean, it's going to be up to Vizzy and crew to maybe keep this going as Vizzy slides up, able to find a big kill. And I love this play out of him getting into top church. These power positions are everything for trying to secure this zone.
Yeah, man. And why they're making it mixy at this A site? You got one player who's Exo Ghost has snuck his way over to the B site. A should be out the way pretty soon, but not if Beaky has anything to say about it. Now the reinforcements are in for Sydney Dingo at this B site as they're getting this second segment, trying to progress at this B site. The action is there. The kills are in for LAG. They stop that progression. Big battle by Vizzy. He gets taken down. And Sydney Dingoes now from their spawns. Maybe probably going to spawn up, goes to A side, get A out the way, get a little 2 stack. But LAG, they are sprinting to the A side, teamwork.
Yeah, they're not wanting to give them anything here. And as they just continue to bully that mid cross here, Sydney Dingoes are spawning so far back that they are just not going to be able to get in. But that opener was huge. Big damage out of Carly, almost a 2-piece to stop that clock. They're able to get it done, but they got to find these kills. That's two for Vizzy, and they do cap the point, and they keep those kills coming as well. Only 6 respawns, though. LAG has 12. And now they're going to try to slow it down and maybe ice this defense out as they just took 3 more of those respawns away from them.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's it. Three players left. Vizzy is not going to be able to come back this round. So it's just going to be up to these last 3 Sydney Dingoes. Ghost does start off with 1. They have 30 seconds to try to find at least 8 kills. And that'll be good. Or just 3, or just 3-4 down, stack the point, word to gems. It can happen, but Exo Ghost, he's off the map. Theo does find a good little trade with this pinstripe kill feed. It is working out in the favor of LAG. They could just keep trading out. That's what they do. Theo, last man up. They know he's around the point, sniffing it out. They got to find him. They find him, and LAG will take your open round defense.
There we go. LAG able to clutch out the defense. I believe they only gave up the 1 tick towards B. Maybe correct me if I'm wrong. They may have gotten the 2, but they got 2. Okay, so as close as it can be on your defense, but you don't give it up. So they need an equal or greater offensive round here to try and keep them in this, and preferably they just win it and go up 2-0.
Yeah, man. If you win this go up 2-0, that would be big. You're still on the offense. It's always a big thing to do on control. That almost guarantees you the win if you could just steal an offense. But we got to see if they can do that here. We do got one player who is scrawny onto this A site. The rest of the players are just going to get around the hill just so they can protect the player on the site, but they cannot. Busy's making a play through this apartment building. Can he find one? He finds one, looking for Biggie on the top of that AC. They have thrown every tactical that they own at him to force Busy to reposition his spot. Screech is on this point trying to get sight, but Sydney Dingoes are doing a great job with 3 down to hold off this LAG push.
Ooh, that's a 2-piece out of season, but he gets traded out, and unfortunately there are no Dingoes home at B. So all of LAG get that close spawn and scrap, and they are quickly over here, and Beaky and Screegs are able to get a good 2 kills on transition here. So you got a couple orange arrows from the Sydney Dingoes going to be able to contest, but Season's holding the line here, and he knows there's a couple players here. Is Busy finds a 2-piece on the backside. It's going to have to fall back and maybe try to help there. Get some shots down. They need to deal with this defending player back here if they want to hold on, and Scrawny does just that. Exo Ghost is good for a trade, but 2 ticks on the board at B. The damage is done. They need to try and cap one of these zones, though, and get that clock extended out.
Yeah, I mean, 18-17 is only 1 life advantage for the Sydney Dingoes. They're doing a great job of holding that, but there goes that 1 kill by Season to even it up. They're trying to LAG have 1 player on this A site, 1 player on this B site. Kill feed lights up for LAG. So this is big for them to at least control one of these sites. Beaky is getting freaky, trying to be in the spawns, but he gets taken out. There is a big 3 down that happened for Sydney Dingoes. That A site has been secured. We add another minute to the clock. The Lions are 11-15, favor LAG.
Seal just did so much damage, but couldn't find any kills as Season picks him up. Exo is there for some cleanup, though, but LAG are in the zone, and they clutch up the attacking round and go up 2-0 in the control. And now, Sydney Dingoes are staring down the barrel of the ultimate reverse sweep.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Sydney Dingoes, they have to start now. They have to start it up right now, and they have to just win from here on out. But it's going to be a tough task from what we have seen so far. They are on this offensive side, but one thing that we do know about Karachi is that Karachi is an offensive favor map. Offense, it usually favors the offense. So I'm surprised that they did not get that first offense. But let's see how they respond here. They are sending those forces first, 3, look like they're sending 3 guys to that beach side. Scrawny's the only one here. He makes the raid. He finds one. Still trying to come back to find him. He does find him. It's a big two down. They got 1 player on B, 1 player on A. Let's see how LAG defends this.
Oh, Screegs able to play his life so well here. Just sending this Dingoes player for a loop. This Vizzy is going to be able to keep pressuring this B side, and this entire time they've had the clock stopped at A. They got a tick on it, or 2 ticks on it now. Working on 3 as Beaky's going to try to clean that off. He's able to do it with the ankle shots. Another buzzer beater from Beaky, and at the same time, they kill the players at B. So now the Dingoes are having to fight out of their spawn, but they quickly get back into A here, and they're going to be able to cap it. That's a minute 56 on the board to deal with, and they are actually in position here, Goon. Look at Exo.
Yeah, I was just looking at that one. We got the mini map. They just happen to get those close spawns to this B side. As you can see, it's pushed up, but it's going to be up to Season to try to spoil these plans for the Sydney Dingoes. Exo Ghost, he's being patient with his big trigger discipline, just holding down that line, trying to force those long spawns for LAG. If you are watching these close spawns, you would spawn them out over there by that A site, and that is what Sydney Dingoes are trying to do. You would wish that one of these players would step on the hill pretty soon, but right now the TDM is working out in the favor for the Sydney Dingoes. Still, can he find his kill? He cannot on the screens, but it still makes the life 16-16. So Sydney Dingoes, 14 lives left, are fighting for their map lives.
Yeah, and LAG throughout that were able to work their trades effectively. and have now forced Sydney Dingoes back to their original spawn here. No funny business, nobody in the back lines. You just got to continue to hold these lanes and not let anybody slip the net. But you do have Seal, number one, kind of getting lost in the middle of the map here. But gonna have to try and find a kill. And Season is able to spot him, but Vizzy is there for the hero play. And Seal from the top rope challenge Scrawny, but gets shut down. And Scriggs is just going to find another freebie. And I mean, this is a purple kill feed right now. And those lives are disappearing quick for the Dingoes.
Yeah, man, 35 seconds left is all Sydney has. 8 lives is all they have left. Now they're getting these deep spawns because player 6 Grease is pushed up in that junkyard. Add another 2 kills for the LAG. 6 lives, all Sydney got. 20 seconds time is not working in their favor. Exo Ghost does find one. He sneaks on the hill, but he gotta watch for that put on top AC. Busy takes him out, but there's a player on top ready to get that trade. Creed is on A5. Make that a 6er. Cruise missile is coming in, because why not? But he could not, because he gets killed out by Carly. But there is a big kill. Now it's up to Carly. 1v7. Can she do it in this map? Pistol out, but no, it cannot happen. LAG win the control 3-0. Win the series 3-0 and put that first win on the record.
There we go, LA.